You know, I've worked retail long enough to know exactly how this wonderful person's return went. Only reason this stuff got accepted as a return is because the person wanting to do the return for some reason did not want to take no as an answer, even though the store host has the complete right in order to deny a return for a very obvious reason. And most likely these were purchased months ago. And also I would put money on the table saying that this person did not have a receipt with them whatsoever. Because I unfortunately have a lot of stuff that lines up in a lot of these scenarios that way. So unfortunately there is in fact a pattern of the stupid. Hello everybody and welcome back to another video for the day. We're going back into good old faithful r/iamatotalPOS because unfortunately the reliability is in that the earth needs to die. If you guys would like to be absolutely amazing, show your support and see more videos like this one in the near future, be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment down below to start up them wholesome internet discussions, and if you have not already, subscribe to the channel and turn on them notifications. Men sentenced after breaking into the zoo and hitting a giraffe with a bottle before posting the video on Snapchat. Ursula the giraffe was left with 2 long gashes on its leg after knocking against a door during the attack in February of 2021. Both men sentenced to a 12-month community order with 120 hours of unpaid work and ordered to pay £750 compensation each to the zoo. I kind of feel like a giraffe is worth a little more than £1,500. Plus also it really is weird just how bad people can get when it comes to morals and general character and human beingness when they just want their 15 seconds of fame. Snapchat isn't even that big of a social media platform. It's like just stuff for your buddies, really, right? Last I checked, nobody's really gotten famous from posting Snapchats, so I don't really know why the heck this person decided to do it. Well, I mean, they did get famous, but not for a good reason. But I kind of wonder if this dum-dum thought that any press was good press. See, whenever I see posts like this, it straight up gives me flashbacks to my own work, because I know for sure I've been this dude before, having to pick up after other people's messes and ignorance. And I'll tell you this right now, you work at a pet store long enough, you never get used to people asking you to pick up after their animals. You think it's ridiculous, but until it happens. That, and unfortunately for me, it's been the occasional broken item that people think, oh yeah, if we don't tell anybody about it, nothing will happen. No, we can see you do it. It's not like that happens without a noise. It's not like some glass tank ornament breaks and nobody hears it. It's one of those things that you think you'd never have to deal with until you have to deal with it on a nearly daily basis. And specifically for this post, the caption of this one stated, I watched as 2 mothers with 5 children and a baby threw food all over the place at a Cracker Barrel. They didn't bother telling them to stop or clean up anything. They just got up and left the mess. The poor old man had to clean it up all on his own. And people like that, I very much wish were not parents, because if they don't have any responsibility to clean up after their kids outside of their home, then I know for a fact they're the type of person that only takes a priority to their kids' cleanliness when it comes to actually being in home because, oh hey, that's our property, now it's our problem. Hey, how are you? I've been okay, just frustrated. Why? I'm in Boston with a friend and it's fun, but Uber is costing us a fortune. I wish I had a car, but my dad is being a stubborn bee about it. What did he do? He wants me to find a job first before he helps me out, which would be fine, except all the places around me I've applied to and no one is hiring me. Had to reread the caption on that one, and apparently it's not just borrowing the car. He's upset that he was just straight up not given a car. It says here that the dude on the left got just out of prison for essaying the 14-year-old sister of the teenager he knocked up. Oh boy. Kind of feel like your jobs might be a little bit of aware of, I guess, criminal history. PepsiCo sues 4 Indian farmers for $150,000 each for infringing its rights by growing the potato variety used in its Lay's chips. I didn't even know you could do this. It sounds like copyright, but for spuds. Why did they do this? Did they think that they were going to try making their own version of Lay's chips? Well, I feel like the only way that they can make a profit or some kind of a dent in Pepsi's market is if they actually filled up the bag and made it so that it wasn't 90% air. Caption for this one stated, my neighbors leave their dog outside but bring their 2 chihuahuas inside every time it rains. There's nothing I can do about it since our area doesn't have animal control and it saddens me to see him like this every day. Look, in no way, shape, or form is it okay to ever do this to a dog, especially since you're only treating the small dogs with this kind of respect. That's like if you have kids but you only let the 4-year-old inside, meanwhile the 15-year-old has to stay outside because, oh hey, you're a big boy, you can take care of yourself. I'm very much on the side of, if you think it's not okay to do it to your kid, don't do it to your pet, because this is just kind of messed messed up in a lot of ways. I was a little confused on this one, so I had to look in the comments for the context. Apparently that's the Russian flag, and the Z is something that Russia uses to mark their vehicles. And this is within the past year and everything, you know, while Russia's doing the whole invading of Ukraine and stuff like that. How boring of a life you gotta be to have absolutely no involvement in something that's going on that's bad, see which side is blatantly bad, and then support the side that is blatantly bad. I've never been art. You know why? Because I don't dress like I can't say that word, or act overtly lewd like most young women. Take some responsibility. Yeah, I had that bad thing happen to me when I was 7, when I had no idea what that was, and while wearing overalls and a long sleeve shirt. Freaking delete this. Yeah, just because somebody's dressed a certain way is not inviting anything of that nature whatsoever. And there's a march that I remember every year. I'm not sure what the name is, and if what I'm thinking of, I can't say what the name is on YouTube, but some of the people that go to that march wear what they were wearing when that bad act happened on them. And the amount of people just wearing casual clothing very much takes any type of weight that the post had and just throws it to the side, because it goes to show that just because you're dressed a certain way does not mean that something will or will not happen to you. Yes, where are you? I'll come to collect. Thank you, and don't let it escape. Context, lost animal. How much is the reward? 200. Where is my cat? Can I get it now? Transfer 6,000 to this bank account before 6 o'clock. I'll give you the collection address tonight. If I don't receive it, I'll throw the cat into the sea. The bank isn't open today. Is there a video? If I don't receive the money in 10 minutes, I'll throw the cat into the sea immediately. I'll pay you when I see my cat. No need. I've already set out. I've already sealed your cat in a box. If you transfer me the money now, I'll send you the address. You can collect it yourself. Also, your cat hasn't eaten for days. You decide whether you want to save it. Ah yes, the ever so unfortunately classic, you've lost your animal, I've found your animal, but now I'm holding it ransom because I want some stuff. Tell you this right now, the bank may be closed, but I'm pretty certain the cops are not. Plus, if this is being sent through a text message thread, wouldn't you now have a phone number to work with? Now, as much as I wish that that was just some absolutely messed up prank with a wallpaper, unfortunately, some of the monitors on those computers were off, but there were still cracks through them, which really goes to show that as long as you can run, you can get away with a lot of stuff, which really does suck. Hopefully the a-hole was caught on camera, so he then has to pay for all of those laptops, which, if that's an electronics store, and I hope it is, unless it's Walmart, that's still gonna be a couple grand easily. Really, when it comes down to it, in destruction of property, I think one of the easiest punishments for that crime is having to pay for that property. Just a big old, hey, well, we learned kind of situation. Shout out to this douchebag who wouldn't move for me to be able to sit down on a packed train despite sitting in a disabled, pregnant, or adults carrying children area. After asking if he can move over a touch, being told, I work all day and can sit how I like, where I like. Hey, douche canoe, I can guarantee you this, you're gonna be saying that exact same phrase in about 5 minutes if you piss off the wrong person, except you're going to be sitting down on the floor, face first. A British mom gets just 12 months after repeatedly having S with an 8-year-old boy. Predatory ped, this person, is sentenced Tuesday in England after having that with a child more than 50 times in 2 years. The judge said he would be lenient in her sentence because she had stopped after realizing it was wrong and had suffered embarrassment. Stopped after realizing it was wrong. After 50 times. Plus, you can definitely see this is the face of somebody who was absolutely embarrassed of what they did. You can see the guilt right there, very much, for sure. The kicker to this is that there's a comment thread that goes with this, and it's a thing for sure, oh boy. Well, it seems like they're painting her as a predator. I think she's being slandered, and it's not fair. This is patriarchy, and it reeks. Hey, look like the effing C who lied about a little girl having that happen to her is standing up for a ped. 1, don't lie about a little girl getting R. I'm a victim just like everyone who reblogged the post. 2, be careful with your words. This woman is not a ped. She made an honest mistake. Yeah, 50 times and is now a victim herself. You are so full of it. An honest mistake is not doing that to an 8-year-old boy repeatedly. She's not a victim. She is the perpetrator. But if the genders were reversed, you'd be screaming that culture and wanting his head. No, but what I am saying is how we do not know that this wasn't the other way around. Why is she the aggressor and not the victim? Why does the male in this situation get a pass for what he did? What, the 8-year-old? Perhaps he wanted her to do that. Men are more active at younger ages, according to science. I'm not a warrior against that in that culture, but in this situation, it seems consensual. Really? The 8-year-old? Are you kidding me? Men are more that active at younger ages according to science? Citation needed. I'd love to see what scientific paper you read that implies that boys are more active at younger ages, and then I'd love to read the 42-page paper on why you think that that is totally okay. This girl is freaking disgusting. Seriously. That isn't okay. I'm just saying it's not that when it's a woman who is above age. That awkward moment when Tumblr defends a ped are claiming that the 8-year-old victim was possibly the aggressor because they were male. This is a whole new level of WTF right here. Yeah, I know for a fact I'm not the only one that thought, what, the 8-year-old? After every single defense this dum-dum tried saying. When I was 8 years old, I didn't even know what the act was. I just wanted to watch Ben 10. Nah, that's totally not anything that any 8-year-old has going through their mind whatsoever. But with that, that is going to have to be it with the video. If you guys would love to be absolutely amazing, show your support, and see more videos like this one in the near future, be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment down below to start up them wholesome internet discussions, and if you have not already, subscribe to the channel and turn on them notifications. I'll be sure to see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching, and bye-bye.